He doesn't fly commercial, he doesn't queue at airports, and he definitely doesn't check luggage. Prince Salman's son travels so secretly, even satellite trackers can't keep up. From decoy jets to airborne palaces, his trips make James Bond look like a budget backpacker. Let's uncover how he really moves. The Phantom Prince. When your father is the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, you don't exactly board a flight with a boarding pass and a neck pillow. Prince Salman's son, though rarely seen, lives a life that redefines the word private. His travels aren't just luxurious, they're strategically invisible. Every trip begins like a covert operation. Before he even leaves Riyadh, multiple jets are prepped, some real, some decoys. One might fly to London, another to Paris, and a third to the Maldives. Why? So nobody outside the royal circle knows which plane he's actually on. Imagine being so rich that confusion itself becomes your security system. And these aren't just planes, they're flying palaces. Custom Boeing 747s with gold-plated interiors, marble bathrooms, and conference rooms bigger than most apartments. While most people get turbulence and crying babies, he gets a Michelin star chef and a private cinema mid-flight. His entourage includes personal guards, medical staff, and according to insiders, a logistics team that travels days in advance to secure every location. They book entire hotel wings, install private Wi-Fi networks, and even bring along furniture if the decor doesn't fit royal standards. The craziest part, most of this happens quietly. There are no Instagram tags, no paparazzi leaks, and no public flight data. His movements are guarded tighter than state secrets. It's less like traveling and more like vanishing, only to reappear somewhere new in absolute luxury. The Billionaire Hideaway Network. So where does he go when he disappears? Forget tourist destinations. Prince Salman's son has access to a private network of billionaire hideaways across the world. In Switzerland, there's a mountainside chalet hidden behind layers of shell companies. Locals think it's just another billionaire's ski house. But inside are walls of gold-trimmed wood, underground garages for exotic cars, and a helipad disguised as a garden. Then there's the French Riviera, where a floating palace, a 400-foot super yacht, sometimes doubles as his mobile residence. On board, 2 helipads, a pool that converts into a dance floor, and a panic room just in case global politics get awkward. But it's not all fun and sunsets. His trips often mix leisure with business. Think quiet meetings with foreign investors, energy executives, and tech giants. Except instead of meeting in boardrooms, they meet on mega yachts. Because why discuss oil futures when you can do it over caviar in Monaco? And when he visits London or Los Angeles, it's under assumed names. His hotels are booked through dummy corporations, and his vehicles are unmarked. Some reports even say he occasionally switches passports, not fake ones, but diplomatic documents that can't be traced. It's wealth-level stealth mode. The result, a travel trail that barely exists. His Instagram might show a sunset in Saudi Arabia, but he's actually sipping espresso in Geneva. For most people, that's lying. For him, that's national security. The royal routine of secrecy. Security isn't just about staying hidden, it's about staying unpredictable. Every trip is coordinated down to the second by royal protocol officers. Flight paths change mid-air, communication is encrypted, and sometimes even the pilots don't know their final destination until wheels up. On arrival, airports are cleared. Runways are locked down minutes before landing. The moment his plane touches the tarmac, convoys of blacked-out SUVs sweep in, flanked by armed guards in designer suits. Local officials are usually briefed only after he's already en route to his destination. But despite all that secrecy, there's a surprisingly human side to it. Friends close to the family say he prefers simplicity once the chaos settles. Late-night drives, low-profile dinners, and time away from the cameras. Behind the royal layers, he's known to be warm, funny, and occasionally sarcastic. He reportedly once joked that his jet's gold fixtures were too heavy for the fuel bill. Even so, the discretion is crucial. In a world where every move of royalty can spark political waves, secrecy is not vanity, it's strategy. Prince Salman's son was raised to understand that travel isn't about luxury. It's about maintaining control. The Sky Kingdom, inside his flying palace. Let's be clear, calling it a private jet is an understatement. Prince Salman's son doesn't just fly, he rules the sky. His father's fleet includes aircraft so extravagant they make Air Force One look like economy class. The jewel of the sky, A Boeing 747-8 VIP, reportedly customized for over $500 million. It's fitted with gold-trimmed lounges, marble floors, prayer rooms, and a full-size bedroom suite. The jet even has a throne-style seat. Yes, a literal throne at 40,000 feet. You can't get more on brand than that. But comfort isn't the only focus. These aircraft are high-tech fortresses, equipped with encrypted communication systems, missile defense technology, and radar jamming capabilities. In short, this plane could probably survive a James Bond plot twist. His aircrew undergo months of training, from etiquette to evasive maneuvers. Even the catering is coordinated days in advance. Fresh ingredients flown in from Riyadh, prepared by Michelin star chefs who travel with the entourage. So while most passengers complain about airline food, he's having saffron-infused lamb at cruising altitude. Onboard meetings are common. Oil executives, political advisors, and tech CEOs have all been hosted mid-air, sipping coffee as billion-dollar deals get signed somewhere above Europe. And when he wants peace, he simply retreats into a private suite with 24-karat controls and blackout glass, because privacy at this altitude is absolute. This isn't luxury travel, it's royalty redefined. A mix of power, precision, and total invisibility. While most people look out the airplane window, he's looking down at the rest of the world. The art of vanishing, how he avoids the spotlight. Despite his immense wealth and status, Prince Salman's son is rarely photographed. No paparazzi ambushes, no surprise airport sightings. It's almost as if he's edited out of reality. So how does he pull it off? The secret is a combination of technology, timing, and total control. First, his team studies digital flight data. They know exactly how enthusiasts track private jets online. So before every journey, decoy flight plans are filed under different company names, sometimes even under false routes. One jet might appear to head toward Europe, while the real one quietly lands in Asia. It's like playing chess with the internet, and he's always 3 moves ahead. Then comes the human element. His staff coordinate with local authorities under strict confidentiality. Hotels, drivers, and even chefs sign multi-million-dollar NDAs. Mobile phones are banned from certain areas, and hotel Wi-Fi routers are replaced with secure satellite connections. Even social media plays a role. Any public appearances are delayed. Photos are posted after he's already left the location. That's why you'll never catch him tagged in real time. By the time you see the sunset picture, he's already in another time zone. But beneath all that security, there's intent. The prince isn't hiding out of fear. He's mastering privacy in a world that sells attention. He doesn't need followers. He already has influence. He doesn't need to show wealth. Everyone already knows it's there. It's the rarest luxury of all, invisibility in plain sight. While billionaires chase fame, he's perfected the art of vanishing. And somehow, that makes him even more fascinating. Crown of shadows, power, privacy, and a life untouchable. At this level of wealth, secrecy isn't just protection, it's power. Prince Salman's son lives in a paradox. The world knows his name, but not his story. Every trip, every movement, every whisper of his whereabouts is orchestrated like a symphony of silence. In an age where billionaires flaunt jets and influencers broadcast breakfast, he does the opposite. He disappears. And that invisibility, ironically, makes him larger than life. Behind closed doors, he's rumored to be deeply involved in modernizing the kingdom's image, quietly shaping diplomacy, tech partnerships, and energy ventures, all while staying off the radar. You won't find his selfies, but you'll see his signature on billion-dollar projects that steer global markets. That's the difference between fame and influence. One seeks attention, the other controls it. His travel secrecy isn't paranoia. It's a calculated move in a world where privacy is the last true luxury. When your family governs oil empires and global alliances, being unreachable is more valuable than being seen. For him, silence is security, and mystery is leverage. Even his leisure is discreet. Private islands with staff flown in from Riyadh, untraceable sea routes between Mediterranean ports, and spontaneous flights that happen without public record. Yet those who've met him describe someone surprisingly calm, humorous, and even humble, a young man who knows he was born into power but doesn't flaunt it. And that's perhaps the most fascinating part. For all the gold, jets, and secrecy, Prince Salman's son understands something most billionaires don't. Real power doesn't announce itself. It moves quietly. So the next time you see a jet streak across the sky or a yacht gliding into the mist, remember, it could be a royal ghost, moving unseen. Prince Salman's son doesn't chase fame, he commands it from the shadows. Would you trade visibility for that kind of untouchable life? Or does freedom mean something else entirely? If you enjoyed peeking behind the royal curtain, hit subscribe, because the world's most powerful lives are the ones you'll never see.